guys, my name is Valeriya and this is a channel about America, how to move to America, education and job in the United States. In this video we're gonna talk about my story of moving to America. How did I choose a college, why did I decide to move to Seattle, and which steps did I take to end up here in the United States. So if that's something you are interested in, keep on watching. So I moved to America at the end of the summer 2017 when I just turned 21. Honestly, this decision was super unexpected to me because I didn't plan to attend a college here and I didn't plan to move to the United States. At the beginning of my last year of education, I started attending IELTS classes because I just decided to pass this exam. I didn't have a reason to do so, just all my friends told me to do that because I don't know, just in case. What if you decide to go abroad? You would need your IELTS exam score. So I was taking those IELTS classes and I got an idea why not to go and get education in America after I graduate from my university. I didn't know anything about college. I didn't know anything about universities, and everything happened just so fast and quickly that I realized what I did just when I was here already. It is important to notice that before I moved here as a F1 student, I've been here as G1 student, so I was participating in this work and travel summer program. So I kind of knew what America is gonna be like. I knew their culture and I knew that I would be able to stay here for 2, 3 or even more years. That would be my main point here. If you decide suddenly to move to another country, just make sure that you'll be able to stay in that culture for a long period of time, because for some people, even America, the country which sounds as an amazing country, can be not the best place to live, and they might not be able to adjust to their culture. And if you go study here, you definitely will spend here 3 years at least, and that's a serious decision to make. So why did I choose Seattle and why did I choose Highline College? So as I said, I've been in America before and I've been traveling a lot around the United States after my work and travel program. So I've been in Central part, I've been in Wisconsin, I've been in Illinois, I've been in California, New York, and I like those cities, but they did not impress me. I mean, they did impress me, but those cities would not be perfect for me for living. And some of my friends just told me about Seattle. They said that the weather's good. I mean, it's raining a little, but it's not super cold and it's not super hot during the summers, which is important to me because I hate when it is super hot outside. And they also said that the nature here is amazing, like all those trees, fresh air, a lot of hiking opportunities. And I was like, yeah, that's it. Why not? Let's make a choice. Because anyway, I didn't have any other options. I didn't have any other city where someone would expected me to come. I did have friends, but I knew that those people, they wouldn't be like, hey, yeah, come on, stay with us, live with us, we're gonna, I don't know, pay for you or something. So I knew that I would have to start everything from the beginning. So I decided to start everything from the beginning in the new city. And that's how I chose Seattle. I also was not applying for college on my own. I hired a company who did all the paperwork for me because, as I said, it was a very spontaneous decision and I was not great. I didn't have any information on how to do that. So I hired a company and I paid them $500 to do all the paperwork for me. As soon as I told them that I'm planning to go to Seattle, they were suggesting different colleges for me. But I was looking at those colleges and I was looking at their programs and I really didn't find anything I would like to attend, and I didn't find any program I would like. And that's where my connections, which I made during work and travel program, helped me out. So there was one girl who was going to Highline College in Seattle. She moved to Seattle right after we ended our work and travel program. I texted her, we started talking, and then she said, yeah, there is a Highline College which gives a lot of programs, opportunities, programs, options which you can look at. And I found it perfect for me. I found that project management program, which unfortunately I changed afterwards, but at first I liked that, and I contacted my company which was helping me with my documents, and I said, hey guys, you didn't tell me anything about this college, but that's what I found, so please let's try to apply there. And that's what we did. So they sent my documents there. The only document I had to send to college to get applied is my high school diploma and my IELTS score. To get accepted to this college, my IELTS score had to be 6.0 minimum, and that's what I had. I mean, I didn't have 6.0, but I did have good enough score to get to that college. So the next step after I was approved in the college was to get F1 visa, and I did have 2 J1 visas to America before, but you never know how it works in embassy, so I was nervous as hell. But fortunately everything went smoothly, and I got my visa in like, I don't know, maybe couple months after I get accepted in college. So there is one important information you need to know. You can get your student visa the next day after your interview, but you cannot enter the United States more than 30 days before your program starts. So make sure that you don't go to interview like in July and you have your quarter starts in September, because you will not be able to go to America for another like 2 months. So try to pick a date for interview as closer as you can to the day when your program begins. I mean, not like the last day, but maybe a month in advance will be a good idea. Moving to America and going to college is expensive, so I did have to have some savings to do that. In my case, I saved some money during work and travel program, and the rest of the money my parents gave me, like they gave me our family loan, which actually helped a lot, because I am the person who don't believe in moving to another country with like $400 in their pocket. Like, I want to be secured. I want to know that I'll have some money in case emergency happens, and especially here I would have to pay for college for sure, and my college costs $10,000 per year, so that would be like impossible to move here having just $400 in my pocket. So as soon as I got my F1 visa, I bought plane tickets. I tried to find the cheapest tickets I could, and there is a good news for you. You don't have to buy two-way tickets. You can just buy one-way ticket, because you never know when you're gonna come back here. And that's not a tourist visa, because for tourist visa you have to buy two-way tickets, and here just one-way works good. So I found premium class tickets, by the way, from Poland to Seattle, but they had like hella stops. I was exhausted. My whole transfer took me, I would say, like day and a half, and I had to sleep at the airport. It was difficult, but I'm here now, so it's all good. It was worth it. It felt like I realized what happened just when I landed in Seattle, and the friend whom I told you a little bit before, she picked me up from the airport and she brought me to her place, and I spent the night there, because I don't even know what would I do if she wasn't there. Like, I would have to take an Uber to get me somewhere. So if you're moving to a country, to a city where you do not know anybody, make sure you know how you will get to the place where you're gonna sleep, and make sure you have the place where you're gonna sleep. It can be hotel, it can be motel, it can be I don't know, maybe apartments or dorm provided by your college, or maybe you already rented apartment just via internet while you were in your country. But those, like, the most important steps which you need to take is to make sure you'll have some place to sleep, because trust me, you'll be super exhausted. I was lucky here because my friend found a place for us to live in the future. She found a house where both of us rented separate rooms, and there were like other people living in the house, so at least with housing I was covered. So the next step after I landed in America and kind of adjusted for like a couple days, like got enough sleep, were to find housing. In my case, I rented a room in a big house, buy a car. I had to buy a car, and my friend helped me out with that as well. Another step were to get my driving license, because you can drive with your license from your country for 3 months here, and you have to pass your driving exam eventually anyway, and I didn't want to postpone that, so I did it like within, I guess, first 2 weeks being here. And the next, probably the most important step were to go to college, make sure everything's right there, pick your schedule, pick your classes, and pay for those classes. So the process of moving here via student visa sounds not that complicated, right? Only thing you have to do is to have your high school diploma, is to pass your English exam, IELTS or TOEFL, both works for most of the colleges. So to do this, to get your IELTS or TOEFL scores, you need to start preparing for those exams. I don't know, I would say like in 6 months for sure, maybe in a year, that would be even more better. Another thing is, as soon as you have these two documents and of course your passport, so high school diploma, IELTS or TOEFL exams and your passport, you can apply for college. And you also pay an application fee there, which is in my case for $50, I guess. And as soon as college says that you are approved, you can go and get your visa. You get your visa, you buy plane tickets, you move here, you find place to live, you find a car, you get driving license, you pay for your classes, and you're good to go. But of course, even if you make all those steps right, yeah, you never know what's gonna happen to you here, what can happen to you here. It is a stress anyway, like you leaving your friends behind, you leaving your parents, your family, your country behind. You have to adjust like to new culture here, and during maybe first month or first 2 months are like, wow, this is America, look at this, I live here now, this is so awesome, this is awesome, I want to try that and that. But a little bit later you can feel lonely, you understand that no one can help you solving your problems. Like I would have to do everything on my own. I would have to figure out how to open bank account. I would have to figure out how to pass my driving exam. I would have to figure out how to get new tabs for my car and stuff. And you know that like you cannot call your parents or your friends and ask them for help because they live in another country and they don't know the rules. So you need to be ready to take responsibilities for your next actions, your next steps, which you're gonna take here in the United States. There was some time when I would freak out, being like, there is a problem, I don't know how to solve it, I don't know whom to ask how to solve it, I don't know whom to ask for advice, and I would just like freak out for a couple hours before I calm down and like, you have to do that because no one can help you and you're on your own and you have to do that. But that's the way to grow, become a better person, I guess, or stronger person. And it's always a challenge, but I am glad that I did the choice to move here, that I made the choice to move here, and if I had to, I would do that again. So that was my short story of moving here to America. I hope you liked it. I hope I helped you somehow, or maybe your future decision. So if you liked the video, go ahead and press the like button or ask me any comments if you have some. And I wish you a good day